Hey, y'all, welcome back to Writing Wednesdays. I cannot believe that we have reached journal prompt number 17. Seriously, where does the time go? I feel like we just started, but for those who are new, I am Mariesa Gentry, and I will be your host every Writing Wednesday for journaling prompts. These journaling prompts help you grow and they bring healing and they can be very therapeutic. So I'm so glad that you are here with us. I am an author, a book publisher, and a life and writing coach. So journaling is something that's near and dear to my heart. Again, I'm so glad to have you with us. And if you would, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like this video, and if it speaks to you, leave me a comment at the end letting me know what you took from it. Also, share this with someone. You may know someone who wants to get back into journaling or you feel that would benefit from journaling. This is one of the best places they can be to journal. It's a safe space. You can journal at your own pace. You can pause the video, rewind as much as you want and receive exactly what you need. So, last month, our theme was abiding in God's love. And while we continue to abide in His love, we are also going to step into renewal, new beginnings, and spiritual growth with our new month. So, what is God making new in you? I want you to think about that as we journal today. And this month is about fresh starts, it's about resurrection power, growth that comes after pruning, and stepping into what God is making new. I know that we are entering the spring season soon, but that does not just mean the physical season of spring. This is a season where things come alive, and maybe you are one who maybe goes into a shell or a cocoon during the winter. Well, now it is time to come out of that. What is God making new in you? So let's go ahead and begin. And as I always tell you each week, let your writing be your voice, whether it's the glue that holds you together or a safety net allowing you to fall apart. Grab your journals, grab your pens, and let's go. And here we have it. Journal prompt number 17. Where do you sense God beginning something new in your heart, your mind, or your life? I always feel like God is always doing something, even if we can't see it or we don't sense it. But maybe you are sensing God doing something new in your heart, mind, or life. If you do, go ahead and write about it. If you don't, think about it for a while, meditate on it, ask Him, be in prayer. Take a moment, pause, and write. As we do each week, we go deeper. We go into reflection questions that build on the prompt and they build on each other. So you're just going to pause after each one and let your heart speak. So, for deeper thinking, question number one: what feels different spiritually compared to a few months ago? You may want to just look back and reflect on last year, the end of last year, the fall, and think about where you feel different or what feels different spiritually. Take a moment, pause, and write. What old mindset is fading with the changing of the seasons, whether that is a physical season or a spiritual season, or maybe it's something that you're going through but coming out of? With the changing of that, your mindset should also change. So there may be something that was in your own mindset that may hinder you from going forward in growth. So, what old mindset is fading? Take a moment, pause, and write. With this season, this physical season of spring approaching, there are things that are coming back to life. I drove around the other day and I could see very faintly buds on the trees that are trying to prepare to emerge. And so, if you look at it a certain way, it may be representative of hope to life returning to that tree. In your own life, where is hope returning? And I just want to kind of challenge you also. If you feel like hope is not returning, I want to ask you, what is the object of your hope? If it is not Jesus, then it could be that that thing is fleeting. It is not something that would last. It is not true hope. It may be temporary. But the hope that we have in Jesus and the finished work of the cross and him rising, his resurrection, we have hope that one day we as his people will rise and meet him in the air. So we have hope. We have hope that no matter what we go through, Jesus is with us and he strengthens us and he empowers us and he has sustaining grace that he grants us. So, where is hope returning? Take a moment, pause, and write. So, sometimes you may not feel like doing a thing when you are going through a difficult season. Sometimes I ask the Lord, what are you trying to teach me in this season, through this challenge, through this difficult place that I'm in? What are you trying to teach me? And sometimes that gives way to my desires. That gives way to something stirring anew in me when I can have my eyes set on Him, knowing that He is teaching me something. So, what desire is stirring again as you're coming out of the thing that you are in, or even if you're still in it? It could be a new season spiritually where something is stirring in you. So, what desire is stirring again? Take a moment, pause, and write. This is our last question. What would it look like to cooperate with this new work? So, what would it look like for you to put your hand in God's hand and say, Lord, I'm yours. I'm available to you. Use me. I'll partner with you. I'll partner with you, Holy Spirit, for you to have your way in my life, for me to carry out your kingdom purposes here in the earth. What would it look like for you to cooperate with this new work? What would it look like for you to try something new if you've already been cooperating and partnering with the Holy Spirit? What would it look like for you to more fully surrender? I believe that none of us will ever arrive here on earth. And what I mean is, there is always room for growth. There is always room for more surrender to the Holy Spirit. So, what would it look like to cooperate with this new work? Take a moment, pause, and write, and then we will come back with our weekly challenge. So, for this week's challenge, I want you to write a newness statement. For example, God is making blank new in me. God is making blank new in me. You fill in the blank. You write whatever God is making new in you. So, next time, join me next week. We are going to talk about pruning for growth. You know that a plant or a tree, when it has dead limbs or leaves on it, in order for new growth to come in that place, you have to prune off the old things. So there may be some things that you need to prune in order to grow. So we'll talk about that next time. Make sure you have subscribed, you've liked this video. That serves as encouragement for me and for your fellow viewers. Share this with someone who you believe will find this beneficial. All right, until next time, please take care.